Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Today we're checking out top 10 Americans banned from the UK.
Yeah, it was, business.
Lil
Welcome to
Wayne,
Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our
Snoop
picks
Dogg.
for the Americans the UK government disapproved of so much they forbade them from
Edward
entering the
Snowden.
country.
Well, no, I didn't want him to arrest me.
Before we begin,
Mike Tyson? Well, already we've seen Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, though? I don't know. He's kind of unstable at times, right? Don't hurt me, Mike. I love you. You're great. You're the greatest ever. Michael Jordan is the Mike Tyson of basketball. How do you like that? I can't imagine who else is on this list.
Number 10, Martha Stewart.
The good thing about me, Dave, is that I don't have a long memory for bad things.
In 2008, news reported that Stewart had been refused entry at the UK border after flying there for a business trip. The decision to ban her came from Stewart's 2004 prison conviction. She was sent to jail for 5 months after being involved in a trading scandal.
But-
The UK Border Control released a statement saying that people who committed serious criminal offences abroad are not allowed to enter the country. And that was
Really?
it for Stewart's UK appearances. As of 2023, it's a bit unclear whether Stewart's ban was lifted or not, but Stewart herself hasn't stepped foot in the UK since.
Okay, this is weird. I'm not a Martha Stewart fan by any means. She does her thing and I don't care about it, and that's fine. So in 2004, she went to prison, but she served her time. That's weird. That's strange. She went to prison for like insider trading, right? Stocks. It's not like she's a serial killer. What did she go to jail for? She served 5 months in federal prison for fraud. Okay, fraud. I guess she could go to the UK and commit more fraud. I guess that's possible. Okay, maybe the UK runs well because they don't let people like Martha Stewart in. Maybe that's the secret. But it's Martha Stewart. Let her make you a casserole. You'll love it.
Number 9, Elron Hubbard. Back in 1968, the UK's House of Commons heavily discussed Scientology and questioned whether or not it was socially harmful to society. It
call.
decided to ban the practice, as well as deport all foreign Scientologists.
Yes.
Among those was Scientology leader Elron Hubbard, who also had to remove its UK Scientology headquarters. All in all, the ban put 140 Scientologists on the list of never being able to enter the UK again.
Wow.
Practice's ban was eventually lifted in 1980, but Elron Hubbard permanently remained on the list due to its criminal offences in France.
Criminal offenses in France. What did he do? What did he do? In 1978, Hubbard was convicted of fraud after he was tried in absentia by France. In the same year, 11 high-ranking members of Scientology were indicted on 28 charges for their role in the church's Snow White program, a systematic program of espionage against the United States government. Elron, among all the other things. Okay, yeah, I don't want to get Scientologists on my back, but I think limiting the reach of Scientology is a good thing in every country. In fact, they should not be considered a church. In the United States, they don't have to pay taxes because they're a church, which is totally crazy. That said, Tom Cruise, call me. Cast me in your next film. I'll take it all back. That's my proposition to you. I take that back. Slave labor is bad. Don't have people cleaning your house for free, Tom. Come on. That's not cool.
Number 8, Busta Rhymes.
Oh.
One day in 2008,
Why?
Trevor George Smith Jr., aka Busta Rhymes, came to the UK and was refused entry at border control. Reason? His past crimes. This was a curious one, because his lawyer reportedly stated that Rhymes played in the UK that same year previously, and had also completed his allocated community service for the crimes he committed. According to his alleged tweet at the time, Rhymes alleged that the ban was given due to his controversial lyrics. The ban seemed to have been eventually lifted as Rhymes continued to perform and tour around the UK.
So what did he do? Busta, what'd you do? Was he just smoking weed? That seems to be a common reason to be banned. Oh, in 1998, Rhymes was arrested and charged with possession of unregistered gun after being pulled over. Busta got busted. Have you heard this guy rap? He is so fast. Probably the fastest rapping rapper that ever rapped. Busta Rhymes. Sell your guns, Busta. You don't need them. Maybe you do, but you don't. Get a knife.
Number 7. Edward Snowden. This ban came from the UK government itself, which issued an alert about Snowden to all airlines. Snowden was branded as the National Security Agency whistleblower after leaking sensitive data in 2013. And when you leak information from one of the world's most private organisations, there's really no way back. The government issued a statement which included Snowden's photo, his passport number and date of birth, stating all carriers should deny his boarding should he attempt to travel to the UK. These days, Snowden resides in Russia, but has zero regrets over his exile.
I think it's a pretty bad look to ban a whistleblower, someone who's just trying to do the right thing, and NSA, lighten up. He's a kind guy, he's trying to do the right thing. It would only help you to say, okay, we forgive you and we'll stop illegally spying on people. You're banning him from pointing out that you're breaking the rules. You're in the wrong, NSA. Blackout. SWAT team at my front door. If I'm dead in a week, you know why. But you know what? I guess this just goes to show the alliance between the US and the UK is still stronger than ever. Zero.
Number 6. Dwayne Dog Chapman.
What?
In 2012, celebrity Big Brother producers had great hopes to bring Dog the Bounty Hunter into the house. However, their plans were abruptly stopped when he was denied entry due to his conviction back in 1976. Back then, he served 5 years in Texas prison, but the UK reserved the right to refuse his visa application regardless. It looks like he was unable to redeem himself, as it doesn't seem like he stepped foot in the UK since the ban. Guess we'll never know what the 2012 CBB house would have looked like with good old Dog the Bounty Hunter.
That was almost 50 years ago. What did he do? Chapman was convicted of third-degree murder and sentenced to 5 years in a Texas prison. What is third-degree murder exactly? The definition of third-degree murder can vary by state, but the uniform definition is that third-degree murder occurs when there is no prior intent to kill. The murder was not intentional and occurred with malice, but was not premeditated. So, Dog got angry and killed somebody. Okay. That's a reasonable ban. Can't be killing people. Can't.
Number 5. Tyler Gregory O'Connor. A similar thing that happened to Busta Rhymes also happened to Tyler the Creator.
Guns.
In 2015, right before his promo for his third album, the rapper let Twitter know that the UK banned him for 3 to 5 years. He also added that he was allowed to be there just 8 weeks before the ban. His team received a letter from then PM Theresa May, which stated that he is not allowed in the country due to his lyrics, which encourage violence and hate speech. The ban was later lifted, and O'Connor said that it took a lot of effort to make that happen.
So for his lyrics, I guess? Wow. I wonder what he said. What did you say, Tyler? I don't know. It just says his early songs in general, which he made when he was in high school. It's art. Banning people for the art they create. It's kind of not cool. I don't know how I feel about that one.
Number 4. Mike Tyson. In December 2013, Mike Tyson was set to visit the UK
He's a dangerous
for a
man.
promo tour of his autobiography. But things didn't exactly go according to plan because he was refused entry and had to go back home. At the time, the UK established a new immigration law which barred entry to anyone who served time in prison for more than 4 years. Tyson served a 6-year prison sentence in 1992, but was released on parole after 3 years. So, Tyson's 2013 UK tour was cancelled, and the boxer had to reroute to Paris instead. He was cleared to enter the country 2 years later.
Mike, that's a little strange because he served 3 years, but the limit was 4 years, so they kind of broke their own rule. I think he went to prison for domestic violence, is that right? Oh, rape. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Being raped by Mike Tyson would probably be an extremely terrifying experience. And if I were the leader of a country, I would not want to create the circumstances for that to happen to anyone. So I get it.
Number 3. Calvin Brodus
Snoop Dogg.
Jr. Yeah, that's Snoop Dogg's real name, in case you didn't know. Snoop was rejected from entering the UK back in 2007. This caused quite a stir, because he was there for his European tour with P. Diddy, which ended up being cancelled for the dates in the UK. So why did the UK say no to Snoop Dogg? A year prior, he was arrested at Heathrow Airport because his entourage of about 30 people got into a brawl. According to Snoop, Elizabeth II herself came to his defence because allegedly Prince William and Prince Harry loved his music.
I have to say, I've worked at a couple of recording studios where Snoop Dogg paid us a visit, and both times was a very colorful experience. I'll leave it at that. He's a nice guy, though. He was cool. Anyway.
Number 2. Dwayne Michael Carter Jr.
Lil Wayne.
In 2022, Lil Wayne was set to perform at the Strawberries and Cream Festival in Cambridge. However, fans were left disappointed when it turned out his visa application was denied. Reason? He was convicted back in 2009 for possessing a firearm. According to UK
Guns
law,
again.
convicted felons with a sentence of 12 months or more have their visa application refused. Wayne was meant to serve a 10-year sentence, but was pardoned by Donald Trump. Fans of the rapper were furious, as the festival allegedly did not provide a refund, despite some only wanting to see his much-anticipated performance. It's unclear whether Lil Wayne visited the UK since.
Lil Wayne. First of all, I think it's wonderful that he's playing a festival called the Strawberries and Cream Festival. That's funny. Secondly, more guns. Lil Wayne. Lil, you don't need a gun. Just don't. It's gonna go off. You're gonna shoot yourself. You're gonna get banned from a country. You don't need it. You don't need it. Get a knife or a sword. How dope would you look with a machete on your side? No one's gonna fuck with you. Guns are out. Guns are overplayed. Everyone has a gun in America. It doesn't instill fear. A knife, though. A machete. You get it. You. I know you're watching it. You get it. Scissor.
Number 1. Chris Brown. Chris Brown was banned from the country in 2010 after his conviction of assaulting Rihanna a year prior. The Home Office released a statement saying they reserve the right to bar anyone who has committed a serious criminal offence. He was allowed to enter the country 10 years later and even performed a sold-out tour in 2022. However, a year after that, he allegedly assaulted a producer in a nightclub and failed to appear for questioning the next day. At the time, reports stated that Brown could face arrest if he stepped foot in the UK again. However, he has since returned for his Under the Influence tour in 2023. Which one of these bans was the most shocking to you? Let us know in the
Martha
comments.
Stewart. Yeah, I agree with this one. You can't be smacking people. You can't be, like, why? Violence is never the answer. Unless it's over a border dispute, then it usually clears things up. Martha Stewart is the one that surprised me the most. Because it was a non-violent thing. Just fraud. Just money stuff. And then who? Elron Hubbard. Now that was also a fraud, but that's fraud on a larger scale. Busta Rhymes. Guns. Edward Snowden. Oh, I'm not surprised by this one, but I feel like he should be let in. You got nothing to hide. Come on, let him in. He might whistleblow on you, but, that's... just do the right thing. Dog the Bounty Hunter, he killed somebody out of rage, seems like. Yeah, probably not him. Tyler, the Creator, he had some hateful lyrics, apparently. I'm not aware of them. I do not stand behind them. That's more of a cultural thing, I guess. Mike Tyson, he's a rapist, so... Snoop Dogg. The gun thing. Lil Wayne, guns again. I do respect the UK's right to not let anyone in that they don't want to. I think that's good for them. And I think it's nice to know that money can't buy you everything. Money can't buy you freedom into a country after you've been going around raping, killing. So that's good, right? That's good. I'm surprised at how many musicians are on this list, though. Out of 10, there are 5. Half of these people are musicians. Just goes to show the power of music. Anyway, wow, really interesting video. I had other than Snoop Dogg, I had no idea who would be on this list. Anyway, thanks for watching it with me, and I'll see you next time. Later.